Welcome to Headphone News, Greater Toronto edition for Sunday, December 8, 2024.
Toronto's proposed rate increases for water and garbage services. Toronto City staff are suggesting a nearly 4% increase in water and garbage rates to tackle rising costs. The typical homeowner's water bill is set to go up by $39, from $1,039 in 2024 to $1,078 in 2025. Additionally, the annual fee for a small garbage bin may rise by $11.07, bringing it to $306.36. These increases aim to generate over $13 million from waste rates and more than $53 million from water rates. The city is facing an anticipated budget deficit of $1.2 billion for 2025, largely due to inflation affecting labor, energy, and utility costs. Mayor Olivia Chow and Budget Chief Shelley Carroll support these necessary measures to maintain essential services. The Toronto City Council will discuss the proposed rate hikes in December 2024, with plans to implement them on January 1, 2025. Many residents may feel the financial pinch from these increases, highlighting the challenges city governments face in managing budgets during tough economic times.
Controversy surrounds Ontario Memorial for Fallen Soldiers. A memorial honoring fallen soldiers along Highway 401 in Trenton, Ontario, has sparked controversy. It mistakenly included the names of living veterans while omitting those who have died. Honorary Lieutenant Colonel Leigh Ann Quinn, a veteran with 22 years of service, was shocked to see her name on the memorial, which was meant to recognize those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Called Presence in Absence, the memorial was unveiled 2 years ago as part of a project that planted over 2 million trees along the Highway of Heroes to commemorate the 157 soldiers who lost their lives in Afghanistan. Following public outcry over these errors, the charity Trees for Life, responsible for the memorial, announced plans to remove it. This situation highlights the importance of accurate representation when honoring veterans and raises awareness about the mental health challenges they face, including PTSD. Community involvement in recognizing soldiers can help build greater support for veterans' issues.
Taylor Swift's Eras Tour boosts charity in Canada. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour has made a huge difference in fundraising for charities in Canada. The VGH and UBC Hospital Foundation in Vancouver auctioned off 15 tickets for a private suite at her concert, hoping to raise over 100,000 Canadian dollars, which is about 74,000 US dollars. The auction turned out to be a big success, raising an amazing 320,000 Canadian dollars, or roughly 236,000 US dollars. This event shows how powerful celebrity influence can be in encouraging donations for important causes. Taylor Swift has a history of supporting various charitable initiatives, and her concerts often bring significant economic benefits to local communities. The success of this auction highlights how high-profile events can rally community support and boost funding for healthcare projects. These fundraising efforts not only help charities but also stimulate local economies, demonstrating the strong connection between entertainment and philanthropy.
Shooting incident in Toronto bar hospitalizes 3. A shooting at a late-night bar in downtown Toronto, Canada, left 3 men hospitalized, including the suspect. The incident occurred early Saturday at around 5:20 a.m. near Spadina Avenue and Queen Street West. The suspect entered the bar with 2 firearms and shot 2 employees during a confrontation. One of the employees is in critical condition. The suspect was detained at the scene. This shocking incident raises serious concerns about safety in nightlife areas and highlights ongoing worries about gun violence in city environments. While Toronto generally has low rates of gun violence compared to other major cities, events like this can increase fear among residents and may lead local authorities to rethink public safety measures.
Vincent Giannotti's inspiring work for sick children. Vincent Giannotti is a 73-year-old retired plumber from Tecumseh, Ontario, Canada. Since the COVID-19 pandemic began in 2020, he has been making and donating dollhouses to children who are sick. This initiative started as a way for him to cope after being diagnosed with prostate cancer, which later spread. Over the years, Vincent has crafted over 30 detailed dollhouses, each taking as much as 150 hours to finish. These dollhouses bring joy and comfort to kids facing health challenges. Vincent's work highlights how important community support and individual contributions can be during tough times. His story inspires others to take part in charitable acts, fostering a spirit of kindness and compassion in the community.
Ontario Police charge drivers in Festive ride program. The Ontario Provincial Police have reported 45 charges for impaired driving during the Festive ride program, which started on November 21, 2024. This initiative is designed to enhance road safety during the holiday season. Just last week, 23 charges were filed, showing an increase in enforcement efforts. Officers carried out over 380 ride programs, stopping nearly 1,000 vehicles to check for impaired drivers. The program will run until January 1, 2025. Impaired driving incidents have risen significantly since 2021, highlighting the need for these initiatives. The OPP emphasizes that impaired driving can lead to serious consequences. Public awareness and community participation are crucial for promoting road safety. Using responsible drivers and ride-hailing services are recommended alternatives to avoid impaired driving. The success of this program depends on community engagement and ongoing education about the dangers of impaired driving.
Fatal collision in Caledon, Ontario. A three-vehicle crash occurred near Highway 10 and Old School Road in Caledon, Ontario, just before midnight on December 7, 2024. The accident resulted in the death of a 44-year-old driver and left 4 others injured. 2 people from the second vehicle suffered serious injuries and were taken to a trauma center in Toronto, while 2 others from the third vehicle were moved to a local hospital. Highway 10 was closed for several hours as authorities investigated the scene. The cause of the crash is still being looked into. Traffic accidents are a major concern in Ontario, emphasizing the need for road safety. Drivers are encouraged to stay alert and follow traffic rules to help prevent such tragic events.
Toronto police warn about phone fraud. Toronto police are warning the public about a phone fraud where a caller pretends to be a police officer. The scammer uses a number that shows up on your phone, 416-808-3300, which actually belongs to the Toronto Police Service's 33 Division. They claim to be investigating deceptive practices and ask for private information from their targets. This scam takes advantage of people's trust in law enforcement. It's important for everyone to verify the identity of callers and avoid sharing personal information over the phone. Similar scams have been reported, especially during times of financial instability. Being aware of these scams can help reduce the risk of being harmed. In Canada, the currency is the Canadian dollar, or CAD, which is worth about 74 cents in US dollars. For example, if you have 10,000 Canadian dollars, that's roughly 7,400 US dollars.
GST holiday and its impact on small businesses in Toronto. A federal goods and services tax holiday is set to begin on December 14, 2024, in Toronto, Canada. This tax relief aims to ease financial strain on consumers during the holiday season. However, small business owners, like Megan Monroe from Caribou Gifts, are feeling frustrated by the confusion and extra work needed to adjust their prices. They will have to update thousands of items to comply with the new rules. While the GST holiday is expected to boost consumer spending, it also presents significant challenges for small businesses. This initiative reflects the Canadian government's efforts to support the economy amid rising inflation and the increasing cost of living. It's important for everyone to understand how this tax break might influence shopping habits and business strategies during the busy holiday season.
Winter weather advisory update for Eastern Ontario. A winter weather travel advisory has ended for Toronto, Canada, but it remains in effect for parts of Eastern Ontario. Areas from Pickering to Cornwall are expected to experience steady snow and strong winds, making travel challenging. Snow is anticipated to accumulate to about 2 inches near the lake and up to 4 inches in northeastern regions like the Kawarthas and Peterborough. Wind speeds could reach around 50 miles per hour in the Niagara Falls area. Travelers should be careful and stay updated on the weather. Environment Canada, the government agency that forecasts weather, issues these warnings to ensure public safety. Understanding how the weather impacts travel is important for planning and managing local businesses during the winter.
Increase in jewelry store robberies in Greater Toronto Area. There has been a troubling rise in jewelry store robberies across the Greater Toronto Area in Canada. Just in the past week, 5 incidents were reported, bringing the total to 43 robberies this year, compared to only 21 last year. Legal professionals emphasize the need for local solutions to address the underlying causes of organized crime. These recent robberies involved a method where thieves quickly break in and steal high-priced items. This surge in crime raises serious concerns about safety in shopping areas and its impact on small businesses. To combat organized crime and ensure public safety, enhanced security measures and community programs are crucial.
Kelly Olynyk's comeback with the Raptors. Kelly Olynyk made an exciting comeback to the Toronto Raptors in a recent game against the Dallas Mavericks, which ended with the Mavericks winning 125-118. At 33 years old, Olynyk was the oldest player on the Raptors bench and had missed the first 23 games of the season due to injury. In his first game back, he scored 13 points, grabbed 4 rebounds, and made 2 steals. Last season, he averaged 12.7 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 4.6 assists over 28 games. Olynyk's experience is expected to help the younger players on the team, including rookies Jonathan Mogbo and Jacobe Walter. The Raptors, based in Toronto, Canada, are focused on developing young talent while also bringing in experienced players. Olynyk's return could boost team performance and morale as the season goes on. The Raptors' current performance affects fan engagement and corporate sponsorships, making Olynyk's contributions crucial for the team's success. That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's Headphone News. News summary brought to you by AI.